Hello, Degens. Welcome to Degenerate Takes NFL Week 4 Best Bets, Locks, and Predictions. I, of course, am the Brofect1 AJ. Joining me, as always, is the man with the numbers, sportsbook whisperer, college basketball guru, daddy of the diamond, all hail the king of the links, the man that we still have to give a name for football season, Mr. Noah Engelbrett's in the Money Train. Noah, how the hell are you doing today, bub?
I'm good, AJ. I gotta prove my winning record before I get a nickname for football.
True.
It's been a little bit of a struggle thus far. So
Yeah, yeah.
we'll see if I can work my way up to a winning record. Then I feel like I deserve a nickname. But if not, it's fine. I obviously am 100% transparent about it. I admit I got to build up my bank with all the other sports because I usually end up losing money on football somehow. The sport that I follow the closest,
Oh,
don't
of course,
understand how
right?
that works, but yeah, somehow, some way in the universe, that's how it works out.
And I will say, Noah, I feel like you and I had this same conversation when we were recording last year. Like, the first 3-4 weeks of NFL football is rough. Like, you really don't know who's who. You don't know anyone's identity or anything like that. And so you're just trying to kind of figure it out and kind of fall in line. And I think, honestly, this week going into week 4, I am more locked in and zoned in than ever. Like, I'm not saying I'm going to be perfect this week, but, like, why the fuck not? You know what I
Hey,
mean?
if there's ever a week, it's this week, and then if not this week, then next week, and if not that week, then the week after, and so on.
Absolutely. Now, before we get into the football, we do need to do our first ad read, and that is going to be please like, share, and subscribe down below. Help us quit our corporate jobs so we can do this full time. Yeah, no, I've gone corporate now, so please like, share, subscribe, and we will drink with you. We'd love it. But let's get into the football, Noah. Obviously, we were recording this on Thursday night, and I mean, we got to talk about it. Okay, about 5 minutes left in the second half. Brutal sack. Brutal sack. Not a brutal sack. Let me rephrase that. A clean sack that ended bad. Okay, I do not want to hear any hate about, I cannot remember the name right now who got the sack. I don't want to hear any hate that he was a bad hit or anything like that. It was a clean hit. It was a sack that we have seen a million times in the NFL. But unfortunately, Tua Tagovailoa, quarterback for the Dolphins, slammed his head yet again on the turf field there in Cincy. I believe it's turf. I don't think they play with grass out there. And left the field, not only left the field, but didn't get carted out, got stretchered out, backboard, face mask off, the whole 9 yards. I mean, it was such a scary scene, Noah. The entire Miami Dolphins bench was out there with him when he got taken out. We didn't even get a thumbs up to see him, as he left and everything. The report has come out now that from the Dolphins, that he does have full use of his extremities, is conscious and, moving around. So thoughts and prayers, obviously, from our show to Tua Tagovailoa. Hope for a speedy recovery and hope for a good recovery. But Noah, I mean, listen, football is a violent sport at the end of the day. Okay, it involves seeing someone hitting somebody. It's a part of the game. We understand that. The fans understand that. The
Yep.
players understand that. We get it. However, due to the science and technology we have and knowledge that we have now, we know that last weekend, more than likely, Tua should not have been put back in that game. And that, I think, is what everybody is thinking now as we look at what is happening with how everything ended there. I mean, Noah, it's hard not to think like, hey, what the hell is Dolphins medical staff doing? Like, your first and foremost should be player safety, and I don't like that was just so hard.
Yeah, I was very heated when that happened, AJ.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of heated. I've come down a little bit, but the complete and utter disregard for player safety that the Dolphins are showing, and we've got this NFLPA investigation that's going to be taking place, and all I can say is if they find anything that the Dolphins have been disregarding concussion protocol, like, I hope the whole fucking hammer and a half comes down on the Dolphins as an organization for it, because they might have seriously messed up Tua for like the rest of his life, because he already was concussed. If you watch the game, even if you didn't watch the game, if you saw the hit, hit his head hard on the turf last week, got up, stumbled, fell over, couldn't walk straight right there. Take him into the locker room, and they're like, "Oh, it's just back tightness," and send him back out on the field. He takes another hit to the head. Wasn't a super hard hit on the turf.
It was a routine sack.
Right, and it's just the fact that he was already concussed. Shouldn't have even been out there playing this week. Takes another hit to the head. You'd see his fingers, the neurological response, I guess, with his fingers all bent in weird ways and everything. And then being taken off, with the backboard and everything. And the Dolphins might have ended Tua's career. I hope they didn't. I really, really, really hope they didn't.
Yeah.
Now, it just disgusts me. It disgusts me how they. I mean, he was obviously concussed last week. He should not have been playing this week. He shouldn't have played the rest of the game last week. And now there might be very, very serious consequences because of them.
Absolutely. I do want to say, though, just for the credibility of our show, there is nothing out medically or no statement put out or anything that says that Tua was concussed coming out of that game and that he didn't pass concussion protocol. I understand the sketchiness of the questions that are asked and everything like that. You can form your own opinion. It is believed that Tua was concussed coming out of that game, but we cannot confirm or deny that. I do just need to put that out there. But
yeah, and obviously neither of the two of us are medical experts.
No, fuck no.
I'm just speaking on what I saw.
Yes.
And speaking from, even personal experiences, having been there before, AJ, I know you've been there before with concussions. And
yeah, it's not fun. Scary things.
They shouldn't be taken lightly. And so that's part of why I am so personally heated.
No, I feel
because if he was concussed last week and they put him back out there and then put him back out there again this week, and then he hit his head, if there's any long-term issues, it's just got me really heated. I think it's absolutely disgusting, and I hate the Dolphins for it. They might now be one of my most hated teams in the NFL, and they weren't. They never were. They never were going to be. But this is just complete and utter disregard for player safety in my mind.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
No, I'm with you.
Complete and utter disregard for player safety, and I really hope to God Tua is okay, because it looked like it could be something serious.
Yeah. Yeah, and we're glad that he is showing signs of being okay. And we'll obviously see how that Thursday night game wraps up as we are recording at halftime right now. No, we just did 8 minutes on depressing stuff, but stuff that had to be talked about. Can we talk now about how hyped I am for NFL Week 4? Dude, I love the slate. I love the numbers. And I love that we have a game starting at 6:30 in the morning my time. That means I am either going to be A, still awake and hammered from the night before, or B, I'm going to be waking my ass up after a 2 a.m. bender.
Hammered.
Also hammered. I mean, it's one of those things, but hey, let's get into it. Let's go. Vikings Saints kicking off from London, England, Tottenham's new $1.5 billion stadium. Excuse me for the soccer fans out there. My bad. Vikings are 2.5-point favorites. They're technically on the road at the Saints, but they're in London, like I said. The total isn't popping up for some reason, so I got to do this thing. There we go. Total's 43.5. No, the Vikings, I got to say, I hate to say this about the team that's purple because they choke all the time, but hey, they look like a half-decent squad, and they look like they're putting together some plays. I mean, primetime Kirk, obviously not a thing. They could be looking a lot better. They had a close run-in with the Lions, who I think everyone underestimated this year. And the Saints just haven't been able to find a way to win. They haven't been able to find a way to win at the end of the day. What are you thinking? And Jameis might be out, right? Jameis might be out?
I don't think so. I think he's playing.
I know he's missed practice the last couple days.
But yeah, that's a good question, though. I think he's playing. I think he's playing. But if Taysom Hill's the quarterback, I have a different opinion on this game. But maybe not, because as we have said the last year or two, weird shit happens in London.
Weird shit.
Weird shit happens. So that being said, all of my instincts are telling me to just stay away from everything on this game.
Yeah.
But that's not what we do on this show.
No.
So I'm gonna make a pick.
Yes.
I'm gonna say the Saints maybe finally figure it out and get the win. I'm gonna take the Saints money line. I don't know. Might be a little homer pick. Might be whatever. I don't know. But weird shit happens in London. I'm just gonna close my eyes, throw a dart at the dartboard, and take Saints money line.
Noah, I've bet on the Vikings for the last 2 weeks, and I'm done betting on them. Like you said, weird shit happens in London. Give me the Saints, give me the money line, and I'm going to wake up hopefully with money in my pocket. It would be beautiful, and not as hungover as I probably will be. Shit. With that being said, let's move it on to the early slate. We got it started with Bills and Ravens at Ravens. Bills, 3-point favorite coming off of a rough loss last week. Totals at 51, Lamar, Action Jackson, Josh Allen, and everybody's involved. The public is pretty split on this, 49% of the bets on the Bills, but 84% of the money on the Ravens as dogs at home. Noah, the home dogs were good last week. It's hard not to look at that and think that's a juicy line right there.
Yeah, I'm a glutton for punishment, so we're gonna go ahead and just take the Ravens money line because I love Lamar. I love everything he does. His price tag continues to go up week in and week out. Unfortunately, that doesn't always reflect the Ravens' performance or their win-loss. But you know what? Whatever. We're going Ravens money line. I think I'm 0 for 3 on picking the Bills. Now this season.
Not a good stat.
Because I believe I was on the Rams week 1.
Yeah.
And then I was on the Titans week 2. And then I was on the Bills last week. So I've been wrong 3 times now on the Bills. Probably going to make it a 4th, but whatever. We're taking Ravens money line. Lamar Action Jackson is that guy. He is that dude. And this might be the biggest game of the year for the Ravens, at least one of the top 3 biggest games of the year for him. I expect him to come out huge. I expect him to be big and have a huge game.
Yeah, I get it. I do. But I'm down to get hurt again by the Bills. Give me the Bills minus the 3. I'll take the field goal. I'll take the push, honestly. But after that loss last weekend, I see them coming out guns a-blazing, piss Josh Allen. Bro, give me the Bills, give me the 3 all day long. All day long. And now we got a fight. This one's interesting because you got the Commies and the Cowboys. It's not the Cowboys and Indians, but close enough, I guess. Commanders go into Jerry World, 3.5 points. This line did open up at 6, but the Cowboys are favored. 41.5 is the total. I believe Cooper Rush is going again. Cooper MVP, yep. Cooper Hall of Fame. 3 victories, and all 3 victories have come in the fourth quarter with a comeback. What else can you say about the guy? He's got some balls. I kind of like the under. I'm not going to lie to you. I think that's the best bet of the game. 41.5.
Yeah, I think Dallas Cowboys unders are going to be big this season. Their defense does look really damn good.
Yeah.
It's about maybe the one nice thing I can say about the Cowboys is their defense does look pretty damn good.
And they have a Hall of Fame quarterback finally.
True. Their quarterback's never lost a start in his career. So,
what about you, Tom?
Hey, AJ, you know where I am on this game. I'm a big Cooper Rush guy. He's, not putting up particularly good numbers, but he's managing the game just fine. He's not turning the ball over. And if he can do that with the defense that Dallas has this year, they're going to be just fine. They're going to win 10, 11 games and make the playoffs. Even if Dak was out the whole season, I think they still would manage 10 or 11 wins because Cooper Rush doesn't really turn the ball over.
No.
And, he doesn't put up particularly great numbers or anything. But like I said, they have a really good defense, and he takes care of the ball. So,
yes.
once Dallas starts playing some harder teams, some better teams, you might see me swaying a little bit. But right now, I'm riding the Cooper Rush train. I'm riding the Dallas train. Taking -3. I'm not too worried about that. I like the under as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to follow the hot hand here, especially when the hot hand is going up against Carson picks Wentz. And, honestly, it proved it last week. The Cooper Rush just needs to complete one big pass in the game, and that changes everything because that defense is so damn good. Like you said, give me them boys, give me the 3, and give me the under. Fuck yeah, let's roll. This game is interesting to me. I mean, you got the 1-2 Titans going up against the only team to be 500 through 3 weeks, being the Indianapolis Colts at 1-1-1. Unbelievable. Total is -3.5 for the Colts at home. 43 is the total. I mean, that Colts team I saw last weekend was the Colts team that I've been waiting to see. That's the Colts team that I've said that we were gonna see this season. Obviously, Shaq Leonard still out is a big loss on defense, but everyone kind of seemed to figure it out. And I'm going to take a Belichick quote, okay? September football doesn't matter, all right? Talk to me after Thanksgiving, and then I'll tell you how the team's doing. I think the Colts might start to be coming into their own. I'm praying it wasn't just a flash in a pan against the Chiefs. So give me the Colts -3.5. Matty Ice, Matty MVP, Matty Super Bowl is back.
Yeah, you could say the same exact thing about the Titans.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
AJ,
no, you can't.
What have I said since even before this season started?
What?
The Colts and the Titans are the same fucking team. They are the same exact team. And they both had some success last week after a rough start. They're the same exact team. They're going to follow the same trajectory the entire season. This game's going to be close. It's going to be a one-score game. Big thing to note, Jonathan Taylor has not practiced the last day or two.
Yeah.
Allegedly, there's a report he has not missed a practice since he was in high school. Something to keep an eye on.
Definitely.
If Jonathan Taylor's not playing, go ahead and slam the Tennessee Titans.
Yes. I co-sign that.
If Jonathan Taylor's playing, this game is a coin flip. It is as much of a coin flip game as you can have. Indy is the home team. That's why they're getting the 3.5 points. I'm a foolish, constant believer in the Tennessee Titans and what they can do. So I'm going to take the Titans. Not saying that's good advice, but we're going to take Titans on the money line just because I do firmly believe this game's a coin flip, so I'm going to take plus money on a 50-50 game.
Hey, fair enough. I understand where you're coming from, but I'm taking the Colts, the 3.5. Even if Jonathan Taylor's not playing, I'm taking that. I still like this Colts defense a lot. I'm sticking with them. I think they'll stop Derrick Henry, no problem. This game now, Noah, I don't want to talk about, but we do. Browns going to Falcons. Browns 1.5 point favorites on the road. 47.5 is the total. I mean, this Falcons team is exactly who we thought they were going to be. The Browns are playing just about how we thought they would play with Jacoby Brissett under center. Obviously, I don't think Myles Garrett's going to play this weekend due to the car crash and everything. Glad he's doing okay. It was a rough wreck, though. Did you see the car?
I did not see any of that, no.
Oof, it's rough. It rolled a shit ton of times. But if he does play, I mean, that defense is still solid even without him. I don't have to see Brownie the Elf during this game, so give me the Browns -1.5, and I'm just going to close my eyes and watch this one.
Yeah, I like that this spread is as narrow as it is, because I do think it's a very accurate representation of this game. Cleveland probably a little bit better of a team than Atlanta, but the game is in Atlanta. Man, I got this weird inclination that the Falcons are going to win their second game in a row this week. But I think I'm riding Cleveland -1 because here's what's going to happen. The Falcons are going to be up 2 to 3 scores going into the fourth quarter, and the Falcons are going to do what the Falcons do, and they're going to blow that lead. So here's the thing. I don't know. Maybe bet the Falcons and then wait until the fourth quarter. They're up by 2 scores. Bet the
Bet the
Browns live
Browns.
money at 10-1 odds or something like that. Because until they can prove otherwise, the Falcons are going to Falcon. They're going to do their thing. They're probably going to get out to a lead and then blow it.
Oh, absolutely.
For that reason, I'm going Cleveland -1.
Hell yeah, brother. Let's go with that. Moving on, Noah, I do not have a lot to say about this game, except I'm taking the under. Okay, I'm slamming the under with everything I got. I may take out a second mortgage on a house I don't own yet to bet the under on this game. That being the Jets and the Steelers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. I mean, that just screams under to me. And then the spread's at 3. Steelers home favorites, obviously. I mean, tell me what you think about the two teams, but I think that under is probably the juiciest play of the night.
Yeah. Probably. What's the over-under at?
41.5.
Yeah, really low, but why not, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the Steelers have one of the best defenses in the NFL.
Yeah.
One of the worst offenses in the NFL, which just screams recipe for unders. Yeah, I mean, I got to be on the under with you there too.
Yeah.
I don't like the 3.5.
I hate the 3.5.
I'm gonna take the pussy road out and just take Steelers money line.
Okay.
And the under.
Yeah, if this line was at 3, I would slam Steelers and pray for a push. But I'm with you. I'm going to take the -175 on the money line and just, slam the ever-loving shit out of that under. I love that under, I think, more than I love... I don't know. I'm not going to say that, actually, because that'll get me slapped by my girlfriend. Let's get it moving on, Noah. I mean, one team we thought was going to be good actually turned out to be good. And then a team that we thought may need another year might be here. And that would be the Jacksonville Jaguars. Go into Philly to face the Eagles. Eagles are at 6.5-point favorites at home. Total at 45.5. Noah, like I said, this Jacksonville Jaguars team was going to take a big step forward this year. And they've done that already. And I think they're going to continue to do that. But I don't think they're going to continue this Sunday. I mean, this Philly team is rocking and rolling on Philly or the Jags?
Jacksonville. They're fake.
They're not fake. They're a fake 2-1. I'll give you that, but
yeah, well, don't get your hopes up based on how they've played so far, because it ain't gonna continue throughout the season. I can guarantee you that.
All right, so I can guess which side you're on.
Well, yeah, Phillies look pretty damn dominant. Jalen Hurts does look like that guy. Jacksonville has had 2 really good weeks in a row after looking kind of fucking shitty against Washington week 1. I think we're going to get... I think most of the season we're going to see Jacksonville playing like they did in Washington week 1. I do think Washington is a bit underrated. Jacksonville was in that game, but I think that's the Jacksonville we're going to see for the most of the season. We're not going to see them blowing out the Colts and the Chargers for most of the season. They're not going to randomly rip off 9 or 10 wins. It's not going to happen. Philly blows them out here. They're playing in Philly, one of the probably hardest places to go play in the NFL. Eagles win this game by 20 points.
Okay, let's chill now. Let's chill out a little bit here. All right, they're not going to win by 20 points.
I think they could easily win by 17, 20 points. I'm on Philly -6.5. No brainer. Give it to me all day, every day.
Yeah, no, I'm on Philly -6.5 too, but I think it's going to be a touchdown and a field goal. I don't think we're going to see a major blowout by any means necessary. I think this Jacksonville team is a little bit more real than you're giving them credit for, but we'll talk about it later. Moving along, Noah, I mean, a spread that's moved 2 points since it opened, but for fair reason, and I love it, honestly. I love this game, and I love the spread. You're going Seahawks at Lions. Lions -4. with the total at 48 points. I mean, both teams 1-2. Geno Smith still going for the Seahawks, still probably their best option because Drew Lock is Drew Lock. But the Lions, still the scrappy team that's staying in it. What are you thinking?
Lions -4.
Right? That's the only one that makes sense.
What? I mean, question that? I mean, super young team. They should have won last week against the Vikings, blowing a 2-touchdown lead in the fourth quarter. That was kind of ugly. But they're super young, brand new system, new head coach. Still, like they're still, you know, you got to walk before you can run.
Yeah.
And the Lions are you know, they're almost there, but they're still fully learning how to walk before they can run. They only lose by 3 to Philadelphia week 1. Should have beat the Vikings, beat the Commanders. I mean, this is a Lions team where you take the same team 2 years from now and give them these same games. This team's 3-0.
Yes. 100%.
And Seattle struck some fool's gold week 1, beating Denver. Maybe not fool's gold because
Not
Denver
fool's
doesn't
gold.
look
Denver
great.
sucks. Russell Wilson is a fucking joke. We'll get into that when we talk about Denver, but I got some fucking thoughts on Russell.
True. So Seattle beats a Denver team that's way worse than people expected them to be. They've lost the last 2 weeks. They're going to lose again. Yes. Detroit's selling out they're selling out Ford Field now. Like the fans are fully into it. Neutral football fans who don't really give a crap are all rooting for the Lions. Thank you, Hard Knocks. And
thank you, Hard Knocks. Seriously.
But Dan Campbell, this Lions team, very likable. Everyone's rooting for him. 4-point favorites. Second time this year that they've been favorites, which they haven't been favorites more than once the last 3 or 4 years combined.
Now they're favorites in 2 weeks in a row?
2 out of 4 weeks so far this season. Yeah, Detroit's winning this game. They're covering. I think it's going to be a really big showing by the Lions. Give me the Lions -4.
Give me Lions -4, and then I'm also taking the alternate spread 6.5 for plus money. I'm doing it. I love this Lions team. I'm a Bears fan. I'm a fucking Bears fan. I love this Lions team. I love Dan Campbell. I love the coordinators. I mean, this team's just filled with dogs. I'm about the dogs. Hey.
Speaking of.
Speaking of them fucking bums, Chicago Bears are 2-1, Noah.
The 2-1 Chicago Bears. But, the tied for first place Chicago Bears.
Yeah, yep, right there, bud. Right fucking there, all right? Well, you and I both know. Okay, that was some bullshit last week. But anyway, they're going up against, I can't believe I'm saying this, the 2-1 New York Giants. What's going on here, bro? Are we in the upside down?
Yeah, I don't know. If you told me at the beginning of the season that week 4 we'd have a 2-1 Bears team against a 2-1 Giants team, I would have said, thank you, Alex Trebek. I'll take shit that's not going to happen for 2,000 or whatever. Yeah, craziness. And the funny thing is, both these teams are 2-1, but I don't feel like either of these teams are better than I thought they were going to be at the beginning of the season. They've just kind of both struck fool's gold, and it's going to be a shitty game. It's going to be a shitty game.
Absolutely. And I think the line reflects the fact that it's going to be a shitty game. Giants are 3-point favorites at home. 39.5 is the fucking total. I mean, let's be real, Noah. And I think what you said is perfect. These teams are exactly who we thought they were. They are exactly who we thought they would be. Crazy dying.
God bless you.
This game makes me sick. What do you want me to say?
Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
I mean, both these teams shouldn't be here. The only reason the Giants are favored is because the sports books theoretically give the home team 3 points. So Oh, I hate this. This is the second time I'm doing it. It made me money last week, and so I'm doing it again. Give me the Bears. Give me the money line and crazy shit to happen in New York. I hate that pick. I hate it. Fuck the Bears. God damn it, this sucks.
Yeah, I think the worst thing about this game is one of these two teams is going to have a 3-1 start.
Oh my God, and it's going to be the Bears. That's just my luck. We're not going to get a good draft pick. We're going to get screwed. I'm done. Oh my God. Sorry, you were saying?
I'm going to ride the Giants on this one.
Okay, I respect it. I get it.
I'm going to take the Giants minus the 3. I hate that I'm doing that because like my preseason rankings, I think I had the Bears as the worst team in the league,
Yeah.
and then I had the Giants as like maybe the fourth or fifth worst team in the league. So this is a hard one for me.
Yeah.
The fact that I'm picking the Giants to win a game and to cover a 3-point spread,
Yeah.
that just pains me internally.
Yeah.
But we're doing it because I'm still very convinced that the Bears are absolute trash. Justin Fields, not the guy.
No.
He's got, just some fun stats. Aaron Judge's home runs is a higher total than Justin Fields' passer rating this season so
Yes,
far.
Noah, I know.
I
swear to God, he's told me that
the
stat 3 times today.
What was the other one? There's like double-digit receivers that have more receptions than the entire Bears receiving core.
I believe there's a receiver that has more passing yards than him at this point, but that's neither here or there.
Wouldn't surprise me. Either way, we don't need to waste more time than we already have on such a shit game.
You know what? No, I'm not too worried the rush, though, because the next one probably isn't as good as we think it's going to be. I mean, Chargers going to the Texans. Nick Bosa out for the rest of the season, most likely. Not expected to return. Only God knows what's going on with Justin Herbert and the ribs.
Chargers are done.
Yeah.
Chargers are done.
I hate it.
They're going to miss the playoffs. They're going to miss the fucking playoffs.
It's a 1-2 start. They're going up against a Texans team that hasn't looked too bad. Texans are 5-point dogs at home. 45 is the total. The public's still on the Chargers. 54% of the bets, 57% of the money on the Chargers. But Noah, I love the Chargers. I love Justin Herbert. They're my pick. They were my pick to win the Super Bowl. That's right. I'm going to be changing it next week on this show probably. I'll pick my new Super Bowl winner. But I have to pick a new Super Bowl winner because, like you said, they're dead.
They're dead.
Give me the...
They're in jeopardy of missing the playoffs at this point.
Yeah.
And I know we're only 3 games into the season, but man, the injuries are piling up. And it's reminding me of the Ravens last year, who, missed the playoffs by like a game and a half, whatever. But they were the most injured team in NFL history. The Chargers are not far behind pace of what the Ravens were with these key injuries on both sides of the ball. It's really disappointing because this team had so much potential. Obviously, they were in the top 5 of like Super Bowl favorites, top 4 or 5 coming into the season. Herbert's going to be okay. It's a play-through injury, right? Like,
yes,
he's just going to have to play through the pain. There's not
but
really
you
risk
saw him
of,
when
like,
he got sacked last week. He didn't look good getting up.
But his offensive line is thinning out.
Oh, so bad.
The defense is thinning out. This Chargers team not going to make the playoffs.
No. What are you taking? Oh, so this game's making you sick too.
Oh God, I hate where the line's at. I'm still gonna take the Chargers -5, even though I have been on. I've been a big advocate of the Texans.
Yeah, we
they
both
need
have.
They need somebody, but I'm taking over 45. I think we get a lot of points in this game. That's my big main bet for this game is the over. I'm gonna take the Chargers -5. I'm not super confident about it though.
The injuries is the thing for me. And, you tell me you got Nick Bosa and Khalil Mack coming off the ball. Like, Okay, yeah, Davey Mills, he's fucked. But now they just got Khalil Mack. J.C. Jackson is day-to-day. I think he's out this week. I mean, that defense is just so thin. And like you said, that O-line is so thin. And the Texans don't...
Keenan Allen questionable too.
I mean, it just doesn't look good for the Chargers. They're going to want a bounce-back week. I think it's going to be a lot of points, too. I'm on the over. But Texans money line? Oh, I can't believe I said that. I got to take it, though. I got to at home.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either. I got to take it. Texas money line in the over. Wow, I can't believe that sentence came out of my mouth. Wow. Weird world we're living in right now. But no, let's go ahead and move on to the afternoon slate with two of the most disappointing teams in the NFL, that being my Arizona Cardinals going to Carolina to play the Panthers. Did you watch the Cardinals game at all? No, it was on the same time as Packers, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was not watching.
Yeah, I didn't want to watch it. There was not one part of me that wanted to watch it, and there isn't one part of me that wants to watch this game. Noah, do you know what this line's at?
Oh, yeah, I know what it's
at.
The
Panthers are 1.5-point favorites. Baker Mayfield with possibly no Christian McCaffrey, who was DNP the last 2 days. I mean, totals at 43.5, good. It should be that low because the Cardinals can't score any effing points. I got to do it. I hate Kyler Murray. I hate this Cardinals team. I hate Cliff Kingsbury. This is a complete train wreck that I saw coming, and I'm still on the train still for some reason. So I'm finally getting off. Panthers minus the 1.5. Honest to God, alternate line minus 6.5. Give it to me. I do not see the Cardinals showing up. They never play the Panthers well. Never play the Panthers well. They were Cam Newton's one win when he came back to be a quarterback for Carolina a couple years back. I mean, the Cardinals just don't play them well. Matt Rule somehow has a team's number. Give me Panthers, Baker Mayfield minus 1.5. God, I hate that team. I hate that team.
Oh, AJ, I don't know about that.
Yes, you do, Noah. Yes, you do. I will not, as your friend, sit here and let you take the Cardinals plus the 1.5 or the money line. I won't do it. I will not do it, Noah.
Well, good thing you're not in control of my phone, my accounts, my anything like that. Because here's my thing. You're walking along the sidewalk. Somebody offers you, they're like, hey, you want this $20 bill? Hey, you want this $100 bill? Whatever the amount is. Just some random person offering you free money on the sidewalk. No hook, no catch, no nothing.
Don't do it.
They're just like, hey, you want this money?
Don't take it. Don't take the money.
It's
counterfeit.
You're telling me you're not going to take the money?
No, it's counterfeit. It's obviously counterfeit.
Oh, my God. Thus far this season, this is my favorite.
Oh, you're disgusting.
This is like cartoon. My eyes popped out of my head when I saw the Cardinals as dogs here. Oh my God. Have you seen how bad Baker Mayfield?
Have you seen how bad Kyler Murray is?
That defense in Carolina is playing pretty well. I will admit that. But Baker is playing like one of the worst quarterbacks in the entire NFL. This is so juicy to me. Like, there is no possible way I'm passing this up. I get you're a Cardinals fan, you're frustrated, so you've kind of got the blinders on.
No, I don't have any.
Me being completely impartial to the Cardinals, oh my God, this bet is screaming at me to take it all the way. Not just take it, but take it like big and take it all the way. I'm big time on Cardinals money line. This is my favorite bet of the week.
Kyler Murray's a running quarterback, right? At least that's what we signed him for.
He's a dual threat, kind of. If the threat dual,
I can count on one hand.
Dual does. They call him dual
count,
does, not dual threat, because he's not always a threat. But
I can count on one hand how many times he's ran the fucking ball this season, and that is unacceptable from a running quarterback. Enough freaking said. No, I hate to say this. You're dumb. That's a dumb pick. It is such a
All
dumb
right.
pick. And now, all
I'll
right.
see you at the cash. I'll see you at the cashiers. Well, I won't see you at the cashiers.
Yeah,
window
because
when
I'll
you're
be
cashing the
standing
ticket
there
on
and
this
you'll be
one.
sitting in the chair over there like, shit, I should have listened to AJ. The Cardinals are a bunch of bums. Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. Yeah.
They win this one. They win this one.
JJ Watt was DNP today, by the way. Rondale
Okay.
Moore DNP today. Anyway.
I don't. JJ Watt doesn't matter. How many games has JJ Watt played since he signed with the Cardinals? Like 4.
Okay, fuck off,
Like
Noah.
I'm not.
I'm done. No, I'm done with
I'm just not basing my bets on whether or not JJ Watt's playing because he never
Rondale Moore.
plays, so.
Rondale Moore is our best receiver on the roster behind DeAndre Hopkins. I don't give a shit what the media says about Hollywood Brown. Okay? No. Rondale Moore, as long as he is on the bench, we do not stand a chance. Because Hollywood ain't that guy. Hollywood ain't that guy. All right. Anyway.
I'm just banking on the fact that Carolina sucks. So
All right. Let's get back to let's go back to this. All right. Let's kumbaya here, Noah, because I think you and I are both going to be on the same wavelength, and you and I are both going to be on the same vibe and good energy, and maybe we'll sip some tea, take some shrooms, and like trip really hard because
a little ayahuasca.
yeah, dude, maybe a little bit because Aaron Rodgers and the Packers are 9.5 effing points favorites at home against the Patriots.
Too big of a spread.
Dude, Mac Jones isn't going to play. What are you talking about? Who's their backup?
Yeah, Brian Hoyer.
Is it still?
Yeah, the ageless
He has
wonder.
a job?
He's got to be like 40 years old.
Dude, shout out Brian Hoyer. Let's go, dude.
Just kidding. He's probably like 34.
Oh, that's
but
awesome.
He's just been a backup forever.
Oh,
I don't know,
forever.
what is he? 36. He's
36.
36 years old.
All right. Anyway, tell me about the Packers. And really, 9.5 you think is too much?
Probably not, but I just don't like the. I mean, like, why are
It's
we
a
the
bad
biggest favorite
number.
of the? I'm just like, why are we the biggest favorite of the entire week? I just don't want that pressure.
Because newsflash, New England people, the Patriots fucking suck. It was Tom Brady, not Belichick. Oh yeah.
We're not going to get into that one, but I hate the spread being as high as it is, but we are at Lambeau. It's the Packers. Romeo Dobbs winning Rookie of the Week.
Gonna win
I don't
Rookie
know
of the
if
year.
I don't know if you noticed, but his offensive Rookie of the Year odds just went to plus 900. If you follow Angle Money Train or even my personal Twitter, tweeted out to take him at plus 10,000. Could have had him at plus 10,000. He's plus 900 now. It didn't really even take a big jump until this past week, and now when he gets his first start ever, and then goes off for 8 catches, 75 yards, and a touchdown, he's now tied second for best odds to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. He'll probably do it. Should have taken him at 10,000. If you didn't, too late, too bad. You're a sucker. I'm taking the Packers to cover. I don't love the 9.5. It kind of scares me a little bit, but I'm going to take it anyways because why the fuck not?
No, I know the 9.5 is a bad number. It's scary, but I'm with you. Give me the Packers minus the 9.5, and then it's Patriots football. It's Patriots football with a backup quarterback. Give me under 40 as well. I really think I'm a big unders guy this weekend. I hate betting on the unders, but I'm a big unders guy this weekend. I'm seeing some low-scoring games in our future, unfortunately.
Well, and if you've paid attention to the Packers since Matt LaFleur took over as coach, usually when they win, they cover the spread.
Yeah.
And so if you're betting on or against the Packers, you either take the other team money line or you take the Packers to cover.
Yes.
Which is what I've learned under Matt LaFleur. And the under hits about 70% of the time since Matt LaFleur took over as coach because he likes to just run the ball a lot.
Oh,
play defense, which
loves it.
nothing wrong with that.
No.
We love it. But yeah, I like that. Packers under and minus 9.5. Probably the best defense in the NFL.
Oh, easily. And
Just let it
Bakhtiari
develop.
seems to be back too, right?
Bach is back. Yeah,
Hell
apparently
yeah.
he was up. He was alternating sequences with Yash Neiman, and Matt LaFleur said in the postgame presser that Bakhtiari was apparently upset about not being able to play the whole game.
Ooh, well, yeah, they had him on a snap count.
Yeah, they had him on a little pitch count, snap count, and he was not happy about that. He wanted to be full force back. I think that's a really good sign. They're only paying him, 18, 19 million a year, so
yeah, they're not paying him
hasn't
jack.
played the last 2 seasons, so hopefully he'll finally play so we can get some little bang for our buck here.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Give me the Packers. Give me the 9.5. Give me the under. All right, Noah. Let me talk about the Broncos and the Raiders at Raiders, and let me talk about what a fucking joke Russell Wilson actually is. Okay, yeah, 2-1, fine. All right, let's leave that there because we all know it's fake. It's fake. Have you seen the shit that's come out lately? Have you seen the Subway commercial? Have you seen the football that he put out? Bro, he put together this bullshit spiral vortex football thing that, shout out Pat McAfee show, apparently weighs 500 pounds, like is as hard as a fucking rock, and doesn't go straight. I mean, dude, I feel like everything Russell puts his hands on turns into shit immediately. And that is exactly what happened with this Broncos franchise. This team hates him. His teammates fucking hate him. And they're wondering, everyone is wondering, why would you give this man $240.5 million? He has to have some blackmail on John Elway or something. He has to. That's the only reason he got this job. That's the only reason he's getting paid that money. And that's the only reason he's getting these deals. Russell, if you know what's best for you, stay off of social media, stay off of everything. You are such an embarrassment. You are a stooge. You are a sellout. And more than anything, you are a fake person. You are fake. Give me the Raiders by $1.5 million and give me the over because the Raiders are going to cover that by themselves because this Broncos team sucks. Russell Wilson sucks. Fuck. Anyway, what do you think, Noah?
Yeah, I don't know that I agree with all those statements. I will say about Russell Wilson, he might be the most boring person on the fucking planet.
Oh my God, and he tries to be so exciting. Mr. Unlimited. Dumbass.
Yeah, Denver has no identity. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. I think the Raiders who could be 2-1 or even 3-0 at this point. They've just they've had some bad breaks, some of their own doing,
Yeah,
some not. They've kind of shot themselves in the foot so far this season. Like this could very well be a 3-0 Raiders team.
Oh yeah.
They're not. They're 0-3, the only 0-3 team in the league. They pick up their first win here.
Yeah.
They're favored at home by 2.5, rightfully so. I think they cover the 2.5. They pick up their first win. They do it in commanding fashion. I think Devontae Adams is going to be absolutely going off. Carr and Adams are going to go nuclear against a Broncos defense that's supposed to be a kind of top tier defense. But I think, I don't know who's going to be covering Adams. Even if it's Pat Surtain, who's looked really good so far.
He's looked great. He's the best looking part of that team.
Yeah, well, he's early in his second year, and if he's the one who's primarily on Adams, I think he gets cooked. If somebody else is on Adams, I think they get cooked even worse. But I think Carr and Adams are going to absolutely cook somebody on the Broncos defense the entire Broncos defense this week. I like the Raiders. I like them a lot this week. They shouldn't be 3-0. They're not, or shouldn't be 0-3. They're not going to go 0-4.
No. Yeah, give me the Raiders. Fuck you, Russell
Raiders
Wilson.
all day.
You're fake. Yeah. You suck. Mr. Unlimited has unlimited excuses for why he's bad. It's unbelievable. Let's move on, though, Noah. I'm done talking negatively. Let's talk about a game I'm freaking stoked for. Like, this is going to be a good freaking... Wait, did I jump ahead?
I don't think so.
No, we're on Sunday. Did we have another doubleheader on Monday? And I missed that? No, I'm just blind, Noah. It's fine. Let's move it to Sunday Night Football. Chiefs going to the Buccaneers. Rematch of Super Bowl 55 at the same stadium. I mean, it should be a pick 'em, but the Chiefs are half a point favorite now. Line opened up, Chiefs 2.5-point dogs. I mean,
I'm seeing a pick 'em.
You're seeing that pick? I guess it depends on the book you're at. Yeah, it really depends because I'm seeing one, I'm seeing half, I'm seeing pick 'em. But so whatever you're getting it at, you're getting it at. It's a fucking close one. 45.5 is the total. And Noah, my question for you is why is this so close? Have we been watching the same football? Like why is this so close?
Because the Chiefs lost last week.
Oh, true. Overreactions.
Yeah, people are freaking out about that. If the Chiefs had pulled out the win against Indy last week, they'd probably be a fucking 6.5-point favorite in this game. Tampa Bay has not looked good at all.
No.
I mean, what are they? I think they have one offensive touchdown in each of their first 3 games.
Sounds right.
Obviously, the one last week against the Packers coming at the very, very fucking end of the game. This Tampa Bay offense looks terrible.
So bad.
They look terrible.
So bad.
Granted, they have the number 1 defense in the NFL, which is why they're 2-1. Which is why they're gonna still be competitive in this game, is because this defense is so fucking good, run by Todd Bowles. Which, honestly, not a whole big difference in personnel on this defense. It's just you get rid of Bruce Arians, bring Todd Bowles in as the head coach, who is a very, very, Todd Bowles is a defensive mastermind.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
He's great, always has been. I'm glad he's getting his second chance at head coaching because he got thrown into that Jet system and then kicked out after like 2 or 3 years. I thought that was unfair. Todd Bowles, great defensive coach. And Tampa Bay's still going to win 11 or 12 games this season because their defense is going to be that good. Their offense is problematic. I mean, not saying they won't figure it out once they get some people healthy and back from injuries, but right now their offense is problematic.
Yeah.
And they can't move the ball very well. They're not scoring very many points. Their defense is keeping them afloat. The problem is they're going against Pat Mahomes, Andy Reid, Eric Bieniemy, and the Kansas City Chiefs. And if you're only scoring 14, 20 points a game, you're not going to win a whole lot of games in the NFL. Kansas City's going to score over 20 points on them, and I don't think the Tampa Bay offense is capable of scoring enough points. I'm on Kansas City.
Yeah.
Big time. What's the over-under at this game?
45.5.
That's a tough one, but I'm kind of leaning towards the under on that.
I feel you. I feel the under. I'm taking the Chiefs. I'm staying away from the total because that total just feels so spot on. But I'm taking the Chiefs at the pick 'em, and I'm slamming that aggressively.
Yeah, Tampa Bay's so injured and banged up.
So that's the thing. They're injured. They're just so beyond injured. It's like they can't repair themselves.
Yeah. And again, probably the number 1 defense, at least through 3 weeks and maybe for the whole season in the NFL. They're going to have a bottom 5 or 10 offense in the NFL this year. And they're still going to win 11 or 12 games because they're going to have the number 1 defense in the NFL, but they're going to have a bottom 5 or 10 offense.
Oh, yeah.
Their offense is going to be dismal this year. Tom Brady's going to have a terrible year. They're still going to make the playoffs. And then, obviously anything goes once you get to the playoffs, but it's going to be rough sledding for the Tampa Bay offense this year, I think.
Yeah, and it's going to continue. It's going to continue, unfortunately. But yeah, Chiefs all day. No, a Monday night game, last game of the week. Whew, let's get it. Rams, 49ers, AFC West showdown. That if you would have told me about this last year, did I say AFC? Fuck me. NFC West. If you told me about this game last year, I would have been beyond excited for it. But now I am getting a washed-up Rams team and a Jimmy G who's reminding us why they drafted Trey Lance in the first part. 49ers are 1.5-point favorites at home. 42.5 is the total. Let's get the public's opinion on this. The public is slamming the Rams, but sharp money coming in on the 49ers with 73% of the bets on the Rams and 53% of the money on the Niners. I mean, is there baseball on that night?
No, I mean, this is a textbook easy bet.
Rams money line?
It's like, no.
What?
This is like when I said the Colts never win in Jacksonville. The Rams never beat the 49ers in the regular season.
Yeah.
It just doesn't happen.
You're right.
Sean McVay, Kyle Shanahan has had Sean McVay's number big time.
Yeah.
No matter how good or bad either team is, Shanahan always seems to beat McVay. It's like the Rams' kryptonite is the Niners in the regular season and the Packers in the playoffs.
Yes.
Yeah, and this Niners team looked terrible last week, but you know what? I'm taking them to cover the 1.5 at home. They're going to beat the Rams because they always beat the Rams in the regular season. I don't know why. It's like, don't ask me why. There's no logic behind this pick. It's just the Niners always beat the Rams in the regular season.
Yeah. Niners, give it to me all day long. Love it. I mean, Noah, it's been a long one today. We've been long-winded. Thank you for listening and watching. Please remember to like, share, subscribe. But no, you got anything else to say to the Degens before we sign off today?
And just fuck the Dolphins, man.
Fuck the Dolphins. Yeah.
I'm a certified Dolphin hater now.
Yeah, that's a rough one. But, hey, you made it to the end. Thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you are unlimited, like Russell Wilson, stay away. But, yeah, thank you for listening and watching. Follow us on the social media. Hit the link tree down below. And tell your friends about it. You know, we're pretty cool. We got a good show. You know?
You want to share a sandwich? It's kind of spicy.
It's a little dangerous.
You ever do anything dangerous?
Sometimes. Dude, it was like the most disturbing ASMR in my entire life, like I've ever been exposed to, and I hate ASMR. But that's another topic for later. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I've been the Brofect1. That's the Money Train. We'll see you next time on Degenerate Takes.